Today I want to talk about amateur lawn boys and the stupid things that they do out in the field. I recently saw a video on YouTube where a guy took his deflector off his trimmer, and I was like, what the hell would you do that for? I was in the lawn care business for almost 2 decades before I did this. So here's the video. Let's watch it.
Let me explain why I take the guard off of my trimmers. First reason is you're gonna have longer string. If this is on there, notice on the guard there's a little blade, so that cuts the string at a certain length. So you only get about 7 or 8 inches or so. So by taking this off, you can get 10 to 12 inches, just significantly more if you're trimming an open area. But what I listen for is that whipping sound. You don't want it to where it's bogging down the engine. And a lot of people are gonna say, by taking the guard off, you're gonna void your warranty, which is actually true. But the trimmers are roughly around $300. You're able to save that money in time over the course of a year or two by having longer string. Second reason, it's easier to see. And I know what you're thinking, without the guard, you're gonna hit yourself in the face. I've ran guards on my trimmers for years at a time. You still get hit with stuff in the face. It does not matter, you can still break a window. So when you are straight edging, you have a better view of what you are doing. I could see the string better. The guard is not in my line of sight. I'm able to get a cleaner, straighter line. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and take your guard off your trimmer, but for me, I prefer it that way. If somebody is inexperienced, trimmer like this, it might be better to leave the guard.
I would say that the guy makes some valid points, but he actually does not make any valid points. So let's do the obvious. So first thing, deflector. If you notice the way it's set up, it's supposed to catch rocks and debris that are normally going to be projected out, and it's going to spin them around here and deflect them down. So that is a big thing when you're doing lawn care. Oftentimes you're going to find a rock or a stick, and the first thing that's going to do is going to be attracted to any window that there is, whether it be on a car or a house. Anything. You're going to break windows by taking your deflector off. Let's take a look at another thing here. Right here, you have a cutter on your deflector. The cutter is going to trim your trimmer line down, so that way the amount of trimmer line out of your machine is going to be enough for your clutch and your power head to handle. So if you end up having more trimmer line out, it's going to put a strain on your clutch and your trimmer engine. And of course, if you're putting more strain on those parts, the chances of them failing are a lot higher. Now let's take a look at one of the other excuses he has. It speeds up productivity. Well, back in my day, and it wasn't too long ago, we actually got close enough to things with our mower where the 6 or 8 inches on the trimmer head line was enough to do the trimming. We didn't stay 2 or 3 feet away from things because we were skilled enough to get close enough with our mowers so that way the trimmers didn't have to work as hard. But apparently now the cool thing is to stay away from objects quite a distance, so that way you got to go back and do a bunch of extra work trimming. We didn't want to do that in my day. So we made sure that we got close enough and we trimmed it out really fighting tight. The next thing he mentioned in the video was edging. Well, when we did our edging, we did formal edging. We used a metal blade. We had a nice cut edge. We didn't use our string trimmers to do our edging. We thought that was cheap. We thought that was amateur. So we stayed away from that process. I do realize that there's a lot of companies out there that don't want to invest in a formal edger. Well, we did because we were a professional company. And why would you not want a deflector on here when this is kicking up debris, shooting sand and rocks at you, especially if you're trimming by curb lines? The deflector is not going to stop everything, but it's certainly going to stop a large amount of stuff from hitting your face, hitting your legs, and the rest of your body. I wouldn't say taking the deflector off is saving time. I would call it cutting corners. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. Drop a comment down below and let me know your opinion. And after nearly 2 decades in the lawn and landscape business, we never took the deflectors off. It was a safety issue, number 1, but it was a production issue, number 2. So I ran 14 crews doing lawn and landscaping. We had one of the largest companies in town, and not once did we take our deflectors off and run these string trimmer heads wide open. So for all you amateurs running around with your trimmer deflector heads off, have fun paying the insurance bill when you bust stuff. And that's the end of my rant, and that's all I got for you on this video today. Make sure you guys drop a like down below if you liked the video. If you're a hater, leave a comment and tell me why you hate the video. And if you guys are looking at the description, there's a lot of great tools on there that I do repairs with in the shop, and you guys can purchase those through my Amazon affiliate links. So thanks for watching the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.